Thursday to all of you. 9:08, little bit of change. I am really late. I'm sorry about all that, man. I'm getting a little bit slower to the game today, but that's okay. Hey, we got a really good show for all of you coming down the pipeline in just a couple of minutes. We're going to be talking to Mike Weller and AP Cigar. It's the last Thursday of the month, and that means it's time for AP Cigar After Hours over there at AP for the first couple of hours. Then it takes over at Mac starting at 6. So they'll come on and fill us in on that. Then at 9:50, Chris Bell is running for the 5th Ward Aldermanic seat in the city of Alton. He joins us to fill us in on his campaign and so much more. Then at 10:10, Ivy Hall Dispensary is going to join us, and we're going to get the latest from their grand opening event. And then at 10:30, we're talking to John Johnson, who's a magician. I've had him on the show before whenever we were at Village Dispensary for one of their, I think, grand opening celebration. He has an upcoming event, and he's going to fill us in on all the details and so much more. So all that comes down the pipeline in the next 2 hours, but in the meantime, here's what you need to know. Three Riverbend residents have been charged with mob action. Kiana D. Garrett, Ricardia C. Bailey, and Destiny Phipps have been charged with Class 4 felony counts of mob action for their involvement in an attack on a victim on January the 1st. Court documents reveal that the trio allegedly used force against the victim, striking them about the face and body. The charges were filed by the East Alton Police Department. Although all three were initially remanded to jail, they have since been granted pretrial release. Each individual is presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Also in the news today, hundreds of community members gathered to celebrate the homecoming of 12-year-old Celia Sinclair, who bravely has battled leukemia for 5 months. On March the 26th, the residents of Godfrey and Alton held an emotional parade at the Alton Amphitheater, complete with signs and confetti to honor her return. Organizer Tony Keller emphasized the community support, stating, quote, "We're here for you." Celia had been hospitalized at Barnes Jewish Hospital since her diagnosis, and she's reunited with her family and friends. Keller encourages parents to monitor their children's health closely. Proceeds from Celia's apparel sales will support other families at the hospital. And you can see a full write-up and some photos on RiverBender.com from that wonderful story. A Brooklyn, Illinois police officer was injured while deploying spike strips, during a vehicle pursuit, leading to the charges against a suspect. The officer is expected to recover from these injuries. The incident deeply affected Tammy Pierce, whose son, Brian Pierce, was killed in 2021 while attempting a similar action. She's expressed the emotional trauma from her son's death and believes spike strips should be banned in the state, labeling them as a death stick. Pierce argues for alternative methods for the pit maneuver, emphasizing the need for safer practices in law enforcement. There's a full write-up on that story as well on RiverBender.com. Alton City Council members have unanimously approved an intergovernmental agreement with the Alton Township to construct a free outdoor fitness court at Riverfront Park. The township is providing $100,000 for this project, which aims to bring world-class fitness to the community. Developed by the National Fitness Campaign, the courts feature 7 movement zones designed for full-body workouts in just 7 minutes. The total estimated cost is $205,000, with additional funding from a grant and in-house concrete work expected to minimize costs for the city. The court could open as soon as September. We'll keep you updated as more details on that build continue to roll out. Man, my phone is just on fire today. What did I do? St. Mary's Catholic School is gearing up for its second annual Oh Baby resale event from April the 4th to the 5th. This sounds fun. Aimed at raising funds for classroom supplies, the event invites community members to sell children and baby items in Suddes Hall, with tables available for purchase at just $20. The public can shop from 4 to 7 p.m. on April the 4th and from 7 a.m. to noon on April the 5th and 6th. Principal Mary Rivera highlights the sale as a stress-free alternative to garage sales, emphasizing the importance of community support for funding essential classroom resources. For more details, you can visit stmarysalton.com/school. And that's a look at what's happening around the Riverbend this morning. We'll take a look at weather. Man, I'm getting just like beat up left and right today. 50 degrees, it feels like 48 out there, but my allergies are just killing me today or something. Today, intervals of clouds and a couple of showers and a thunderstorm, and then tonight, torrential thunderstorms this evening, mostly cloudy and mild. However, the thunderstorms that do come in could bring some damaging winds, flash flooding, and even a little bit of hail, so be careful out there tonight. Air quality right now is at 80, which isn't moderate, so that makes sense. Mold is a little bit elevated today as well, along with tree pollen levels, so might need to take a Claritin and call it a day. Temperatures today will reach 61 degrees and drop down to 54 overnight as we head into Friday. On Friday, sunny skies, a high of 82, a low of 57 degrees. And on Saturday, we're getting some rain, but we'll see when it starts trickling into the 618. On Saturday, a high of 69, a low of 59 degrees. And on Sunday, more rain in the forecast, a high of 75 and a low of 41. On Monday, we start our week and the last day of the month off with a high of 51 degrees and a low of 32 with cloudy skies as we head into Election Day on Monday evening. That's a look at the next 5 days. Here's what's happening now. It's raining in downtown Alton. It feels like 50 out there, and that's because it is. For time and temperature throughout the day, 618-465-4545, this time powered by Bounce Back. Rehab Recover. Man. And return home. I need a darn Claritin partnership here. Hey, while I have you, let me fill you in on Village Dispensary. They're truly the best at what they do. Are you looking to channel your inner Snoop Dogg here? Why not? It's a rainy day. You could sit inside all day, watch some old movies. You know, there's nothing better than watching like a good old classic comedy, calling it a day. You know, whether or not you're looking to channel your inner Snoop Dogg or you're just looking to really, find a product that really helps what your, ailments are. Maybe you have some joint pain. Maybe you're having a little bit of issues eating. Maybe you're having some trouble sleeping. They got something there for you. Their friendly staff will get you in and out faster than you can say D-O-double-G. And whether you're after vapes, flowers, topicals, tinctures, edibles, concentrates, and so much more, they've got the stash to make you smile. Locally owned, community rooted, and all about value. Village Dispensary believes everyone deserves quality cannabis. Check them out online, villagedispo.com, for their amazing selection. And don't forget to tell them that you know who sent you over their way. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with a little bit more, and then we'll talk to AP Cigar on this Thursday morning. Right after this. First, let's look at downtown Alton on this rainy Thursday and see what it looks like out there.
Then you really might know what it's like. Then you really might know what it's like. Then you really might know what it's like. Then you really might know what it's like.
Hey, would you drop by the pharmacy? My doctor switched my cholesterol medication.
Yeah, will do, honey. I'm glad he's looking out for you.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including managing chronic conditions. Schedule an appointment today.
What are you doing?
We did our home insurance ourselves, but don't feel protected.
So you're building your own American Family Insurance roof line?
Yeah, life's better when you're protected under American Family's roof.
That's not how it works.
Dad, we'll go. It's gonna hit.
See, that's how it works.
For real protection, save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
With over 20 years of experience, Wilson's Tree Service has the expertise to handle all of your tree care needs. Licensed and fully insured, their team of experts are dedicated to providing reliable service. Plus, with a 24-hour emergency service line, Wilson's will always be there for you. Don't risk tackling that timber by yourself. Trust the local professionals at Wilson's Tree Service. Visit treeservicealtonil.org to get started today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville. Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Village Dispensary has the best deals in Godfrey, Illinois with specials 5 days a week. Mondays, roll in the week with 20 to 30% off select pre-rolls. Tasty Tuesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select edibles. Waxy Wednesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select concentrate and vape brands. Thirsty Thursdays, sip and save with 20 to 30% off all drinks. Flower Friday, grab like 3.5 gram flower deals starting at just $20. Village Dispensary, come meet your best buds.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Look at it! Reach out to me for satisfaction, yeah. Look at here, babe. That's all she got to do. Call my name, yeah. Fuck with reaction, yeah, yeah,
Of course I haven't. Sorry, that was my hand. Thank you. That was actually really funny, and I hope you got the reference. Have you ever seen that? Whenever he hit his vape on the air.
Sean Handy. Oh my god.
Really, that was like, honestly, I don't care. It was freaking hilarious. I watched that just to get myself feeling. It's just hilarious. Anyway, BlazerCon, April the 12th. How are we feeling?
We're feeling great.
Congratulations on your wedding, man.
Thank you.
That's going to be great.
Thank you. I'm excited.
Hell
I'm counting down the days. It's going to be a big one.
So take me through BlazerCon. This is April the 12th, 1 to 8 p.m. And this is going to be a big day. You guys just got shouted out by Anime STL.
Yeah, recently on their Facebook page, and we've been in kind of close partnership with them. They're going to be running our cosplay contest, and they've graciously donated 2 weekend passes for the first place winner.
Wow.
So that's pretty exciting.
That is really cool. So how'd all this set up?
Oh gosh. I mean, we've been working on this for probably over a year now. And it started as just like a little idea, like during an office meeting. I was like, man, it'd be kind of cool if the college had like a convention, you know?
Yep.
And a few people on campus had wanted to do something like that before, and it just never really worked out until now.
Well, I mean, you guys have like the comic book class now, and like there's some other things that really tie into campus life too a little bit.
Absolutely. We have buy-in from the students, the student organizations, the video game club, biggest club on campus, by the way.
There you go.
Biggest club on campus, 40 people in person, 200 people on paper. But the video game club is going to be hosting a Mario Kart and a Smash Bros tournament with prizes as well during the con. So whole bunch of different things, and we're gonna have food trucks. We're gonna have D&D sessions that are happening in the Commons. So this will span the back half of Lewis and Clark, from the Riverbend Arena to the Skybox on the second floor to parts of the dental school to the Commons. So we're prepping for a big crowd. We're really excited.
This is real. I mean, you got a lot of people that are responding. I mean, look at this, 700 people. That's pretty good.
We're pretty psyched. We're pretty psyched.
I'd say so. That's one of your bigger ones, isn't that, on Facebook? That's got to be one of the bigger ones.
Yeah.
So how did all this come to, like, who do we have to is it just the college that thought this was a good idea and said, let's go ahead and do this?
It was Jared. It's all
Good
Jared. This
job,
is all Jared right here. All
Good
Jared.
job,
And
Jared.
I was like, let's do it. No one else has done it yet at Lewis and Clark, so let's go ahead and do it.
Yes.
And Jared has dug in, and he's manning the trenches, as so to speak. And
It's a lot. It's a lot of work.
He's fielding the phone calls, finding the vendors, setting up the food trucks. It just he's been absolutely kicking butt.
There you
Thank
go.
you. Thank
Kicking ass, Jared. Good for you.
I said Daniel's been my right-hand man on all of this. So.
There you see, Daniel, the
Yes.
feelings reciprocated.
Seriously, I could not do it. We have a great team of like 4, 5, 6, 7 people, whoever shows up to the meetings.
Honestly, though.
But man, we've been working really hard at this, and it's just a passion project that we want to bring to the community. People, and we want to tell people too, if they're not like big into comic or pop culture or nerd culture, this is like the perfect entry into that realm. like if this is your first convention ever, like this is the one to go to.
Yeah.
I think it's a good,
Yeah, if you like Star Wars, if you like Lord of the Rings, if you like anime, if you like video games, if you like tabletop games, if you like
food, horror genre. I mean, we're trying to get like all of the.
You got to be careful saying that word on the air. I've learned that the hard way.
Horror.
Scary stuff.
Scary
stuff.
spooky.
Oh no, I like saying it because it gets the audience on the edge of the seat a little bit. They're like,
is
man,
he gonna say it?
what haven't I said on this? What haven't I said on this show before? Take me through the vendors. So how do you find all of these folks? Who's coming in? Who are we seeing? And all that good stuff.
Yeah. Well, it was a process. We kind of put it out on Facebook. We reached out to some people via email, phone calls, basically people that we thought would kind of be nerd adjacent. It's like, it's not all comics and video games and stuff like that, but it's basically what would kind of vibe with that comic and pop culture realm. So man, just some cold calls to different people, seeing if they're interested, put stuff out on Facebook, put a ton of ads. We had a form and we had a ton of people sign up and we actually had to say no to some people just because of the influx of vendors that were interested.
And then we had some vendors that were coming from way out of state.
Way like closer to Chicago. I think one of our panelists is driving from the East Coast.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So it's pretty amazing.
That's really cool. Well, I want to talk about the panels and all that stuff in a second. And it's something they don't teach you in broadcasting schools. How to fight off a sneeze. But with that being said, what type of food's coming in?
Well, we got Overboard on the Go.
What's that?
Which is, so they're...
I like the game name, Overboard.
Yes,
absolutely.
They have burgers and tacos, and I believe he's actually a student of Lewis and Clark.
Oh, wow.
He was featured in the Edwardsville Intelligencer a while back. One of the two gentlemen that's part of it, they've traveled across the country, and they've been trained in culinary arts and different countries. We got Hope and Smoke Barbecue, which is another local place.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah.
You got wings, brisket, tacos, all your good barbecue stuff. We have our Blazer Bites restaurant, which is...
That's doing well for you guys.
It is. Shout out Jason Harrison right there.
Yeah, Jason's doing a great job.
Jason's awesome.
Yes. So... let's talk. So, is there going to be like video games and all that stuff? Like you can go in and play and video games. And is there a tournament? You said.
Yep. So the Mario Kart tournament will be run by the Video Game Club, biggest
What's
club
the
on
prize?
campus.
What's the prizes? What are we going to do when I start winning?
No, I'm just kidding.
You got $1 million?
No.
It's like you're holding out on me, man. So right now we are looking at some cash prizes, undisclosed or undetermined amount right now, but we're looking at some cash prizes for our video game tournaments.
You know what I'm going to do?
Yeah.
I'm going to hustle it. You know why? Yeah, this is what I do in pool. I always like to tell people, like, I make them feel like I'm getting ready to hustle the crap out of it. Like, I'm, like, so good. Oh, no, go ahead. I'm not good at this stuff. And then they realize that I'm actually terrible. So,
Yeah.
like, so what I do, though, hold on. What I do is I ruin it for the next time. Because I know whenever somebody else is just like me, but they're actually getting ready to rip them out of all their money, they're going to go, you know what? I'm not going to do this again. I'm going to take this money from this guy. He's not lying. And then he's going to get us, just complete bank account drained and all of that. That's what's going to happen at Mario Kart because I want to do this. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to lose first round and I'm going to get in somebody's head and I'm going to have them just kind of taking side bets the entire time. There could be some money in this.
Absolutely. Chances are we run
hell?
odds,
Oh, it's the 12th. I might have to send somebody in my place. It's the 12th. I don't know. We'll find out. But what I like about this, so the music, is there live music at this?
So
I'll be DJing partially.
Yes.
Hell yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Back out of retirement.
Yes.
DJ Rice Cakes.
It's funny because I've gotten as a recruiter for Lewis and Clark, I've gotten students that are like, I've DJ'd their prom, and so they know me as DJ Rice Cakes. And then I've got non-traditional students that come in, and I'm like walking to school, and they're like, DJ Rice Cakes, because they know me from downtown. And I'm like, oh, all right then.
I always can tell when somebody knows me from downtown, and it is not the best feeling in the world.
Yeah,
it's like normally a look of horror. There you go.
Gotcha. Yes.
Now, see, I'm on form today. Hey, 10:38, a little bit of change. We're gonna take a quick break, and I'll come back with more with BlazerCon. We'll fill you in on the panels, some of the art that's going to be on display, all that good stuff. You stay there. We'll stay here on Roku TV and RiverBender.com. More after this.
Oh no, another bad headache? Yeah. Maybe it's time to see your doctor.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
Get paid to go solar. We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Everybody come along with me. We're gonna hit the thing down in Gay Paris.
Welcome back, 9:31. Man, why does it keep going back to the state of the race thing? I'm over the state of the race interview. AP Cigar After Hours. Mike, how are we doing today?
I'm good. How are you? Good morning.
Oh, it is a morning. I'm still waking up, Mike. And Bruce, how are we doing today, man?
Good. Can you see me okay?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Good deal, man.
So coming up in a few hours, you guys will be kicking off AP Cigar After Hours at AP Cigar. And Mike, you already have your morning stogie going, I see.
I am. I got the tailgate to start the day, blended by Bruce Bush. This is his baby. So far, it's one of my best. Bruce, tell them what we're dropping today that we haven't had yet.
Well, the tailgate you've had already, correct?
Yes, sir.
Right. I think you guys got the Don Kiki Gold now also, which was the new cigar that we brought in. And that's the last cigar. I have two nicknames for that. So I call it Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, and I call it Bourbon's Best Friend, because Kiki, before he passed away, he blended that cigar, and then he never really saw it go to the public. So Karen was the one that put the metallic gold band on it, which is its trademark right now, and she's the one that brought it to the masses, you know. So he never really saw it go out there. It's a dynamite cigar, and then I call it Bourbon's Best Friend because it's got the Brazilian Arapiraca wrapper to it, and then it offers a lot of mesquite, a lot of hickory, a lot of sweet wood. So it pairs really nicely with pretty much any Kentucky bourbon you get your hands on.
Wow.
Sounds good.
Wow. Well, and you know, let's dive into this a little bit more. Bruce, fill me in on the story a little bit of the brand.
Yeah, okay, so we're actually, a lot of times I like to call us a 39-year-old rookie, man, because we've actually been in business for 29 years. We're the fourth oldest Nicaraguan cigar company.
Wow.
And I tell that to people, and a lot of people are like, really? Like, yeah, it's only Hoyo de Nicaragua, Padron, and Perdomo that have been around in existence longer than we have. The reason why the company is as small as it is right now is the original idea by Henry Berger. but Kiki is short for Henry in Spanish, and Don means sir. So Don Kiki Henry Burger. His idea originally, because he was a big fan of Sam Walton, was to make like a Walmart of cigars. So that was the birth of Cuban Crafters, of which there were 4 of those in Florida, 1 in Ohio, and then 1 in Turks and Caicos. And then, unfortunately, he passed away in 2014. And when he did, Karen, who's his wife, Karen, who's actually an authentic Nicaraguan, her name used to be Karen Perez, and she's actually from the streets of Nicaragua.
Wow.
And she got a job as a roller in the factory in 1998.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah. If you've ever seen a picture of Karen, you know she's drop dead gorgeous. So, Kiki saw her, fell in love, and a Latin American love story was born. She Cinderellaed up to the top. She was the wife of the head honcho. And then when he passed in 2014, there were a couple of silent partners that came in and tried to rob Karen of all her belongings, if you will. And she was left with 1 store, which is Daytona Beach, which is now our headquarters and de facto superstore and all that, and the farm in the fields in Nicaragua. So in 2014, 2015, we kind of had to start over again. And that's and then Karen had a few guys working for her that really didn't amount to much for about 4 or 5 years. And then I met her in 2020. And whenever I do something, I'm balls deep. I'm all in. So I've gotten with her, and we've blown the company up. We've grown by 14,000% in the last 5 years.
Whoa. Hold on. You can't just throw that out there and then end the sentence there. There ain't no period there. How did that happen?
DJ, it's called a mic drop.
Yeah, I get that, but we got legs in this interview, Mike.
The way that happened is that I smoked her cigars back in 2020. Actually, in the beginning of the pandemic is when I interviewed her, and I smoked her cigars. I'm like, these are the best cigars I've ever had, and they're really nowhere. I never see these in any stores anywhere, And sweet little Karen's like, oh, I know, Bruce, I have some trouble selling my cigars. So whenever I do something in life, I'm always all in. So I told my wife, I was like, I'm gonna tell you something crazy right now. I'm gonna go work for that woman. My wife's like, what do you know about selling cigars? Like, nothing. Everything I've ever done in life, I've nothing at all, right? But so I just, for the first year and a half, I was a professor and a teacher. I stayed in the classroom, and after work was over, I would rep cigars and fly out on weekends. And then after a year, she told me to quit my job. She gave me a nice number, and then basically I'm on the road 3 weeks out of a month, just pimping her cigars all over the U.S. and Europe.
That's awesome. I mean, and now how are things looking? Do you guys do pretty well over in Europe?
Yeah, Europe and overseas is a different animal. Like in the United States, you sell to shops. Like I sell directly to like Mike in Alton, Illinois, or something like that, right? Mm-hmm. But when you're overseas, you sell to one distributor in a country, and that's it. Like,
whoa,
you got one distributor in Norway, one in Hungary, one in Germany, Israel, whatever, and the UK, and then they distribute your cigars. So it's big fish. It's every time you do a purchase order, it's a purchase order of like 20, 30, 45K, something like that.
Whoa.
And then you don't hear from them again for a year. Then a year later, they put another order. It's kind of how it works.
Man, that's fascinating just in itself. We could have our own conversation just on the inner workings of that whole business over there in that industry. And Mike, whenever you're bringing in reps, like Bruce, and repping companies like this with such a great story, it's got to really make it just a lot more efficient for you to do these events, and also to really just rep what AP Cigar is as a brand too, here locally and throughout the region.
Well, a couple things. Bruce can tell his story way better than I or anybody else ever can. Mm-hmm. Karen's been here. She's pushed the same cart that I pushed over to Max for the after hours events. She's not scared to pay her dues, just like Bruce ain't scared to pay his dues, just like, none of us that are in this business really aren't scared to pay their dues. And every time Bruce has come here, I haven't been here. So this will be the first time I get to shake hands with Bruce.
It will be.
I do events. I'm all over the place too, and it just seems like every time Bruce is coming into town, I just can't make it work. So I'm excited to show Bruce Alton, my version of Alton, to introduce him to you, CJ. I think you're going to be there this evening, maybe sometime, right?
Yes.
Yep. And, just to introduce them to my family that is Alton. And, and for me, it's a big pat on my back because for 6 years, I could barely get a rep to show up, and now we are doing enough product volume. We have enough traffic to warrant, Bruce says he does 20, 30K over in Europe. Won't hear from him here. And it's a lot like that here. I do $20, $30 with him and he won't hear from me for a year. So it's kind of the same. I just don't have the K on
there, That's pretty darn good. That's like my tab. 20 or 30 bucks.
CJ, we were out late last night, so I don't want to talk about it. But it makes me super proud as a store owner that these guys think that it's worthy of their time. And what's beautiful is they get to build their brand within the store. And as a brand owner, I own a little brand. I got 4 cigars. I'm just like Bruce. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying to be all in. And whenever somebody talks about your cigars, I tell Karen's story often, and that's what builds that brand. We hand sell. The Walmarts of cigar businesses, they don't typically hand sell everything. And what's beautiful is I get to hand sell Karen Berger cigars. We're going to drop the Don Kiki's. If I'm not mistaken, I haven't opened the box, so it's kind of a surprise to me too. I know Bruce, we placed this order last month or earlier this month. But I'm pretty sure we got Don Kiki Gold, Platinum. What's the one that was blended by AJ? Because I was just down at his house this last month in February. I think I have that one, and that's a big deal cigar, right?
Yeah, if you look at the span of our cigars as far as MSRP is concerned, they range from 6 to 16 before you put your Illinois tax on there and all that, right? And the AJ is our most expensive cigar. It's Oscuro Connecticut Broadleaf Habano 2000 hybrid wrapper. I know that's a lot to say, but it's a proprietary wrapper that AJ grows on his farm in Nicaragua.
Wow.
And then, the binder is San Andreas, and the filler is Esteli Double Hero.
Wow. Oh, very, very nice. So what that means, CJ, is this should be a very rich, complex, and somewhat strong cigar. It should kind of open the nostrils and everything else, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Wow. No question. Lots of cayenne pepper, lots of orange zest, lots of roasted espresso notes. It's really a beautiful stick, man.
So would it help with I would call it a groggy Thursday? Would this be the cigar to use to start the day off with?
Ooh. Depends on what kind of coulions you're packing. I mean, if you can handle it, then fine. I always say, I don't know if Michael will agree with me or not, but I don't give a shit how strong your cigar is, right? The first cigar of the day is the best one because your palate is fresh. You've brushed your teeth. You've used mouthwash and all that. So, you can start the day off with it. A lot of people prefer a Connecticut, something kind of lighter, a Claro in the morning or whatever, but hell, I'll start the day off with it. Yeah, it doesn't bother me at all.
Well, there you go. And fill me in if you could on just your excitement here, Bruce, when it comes to being a part of this at AP, and being just a part of AP Cigar After Hours with Mike.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked, man, because as Mike said, I've been there twice and I haven't met him. I even had Karen with me the last time, and just Mike and I couldn't hook up. So stoked to meet him. Jeff's a good dude. That's the guy I started the relationship with that works for Mike in the store. He's awesome. And I'm pretty stoked to be drinking and smoking later. I think Mike mentioned to me I could drop my car off the hotel and get a ride over. So
you'll be in the clear.
Be my plan of attack tonight.
You'll be in the clear. You think? I would just recommend that. I would just go ahead and do that. Mike, are we gonna? Is Bruce going to be welcomed into Max the right way? Is AJ bartending tonight? Who's on the docket?
It's opening day for the St. Louis Cardinals. AJ doesn't miss that. So we got Tim in the house. Tim's fantastic. But no matter who's tending bar, if it's Chad, Tim, Hannah, or AJ, you know that it's always a good time at Max. It's the weather's going to clear up. It's going to be nice temperatures. I got comfy shoes on because I'm going to be on my feet all day. And I don't know what the appetizer is. I don't know anything really, except for we show up at 6:30. I do know the shirt color. We did yellow for the springtime. Every month, Bruce, the monthly shirt's a different color. except for February when I spend 3 weeks in Nicaragua and just not in Alton. And so I kind of dropped the ball in February. My bad. But I wouldn't drop the ball on these cigars. They are super good. I love. My first conversation with Bruce was, "Look, man, I get it. Try me out for this. See what happens." And what's happened is we've reordered. We got another order. We're dropping, I'm pretty sure, 4 new lines that'll stay on the shelves. And that's going to be, I think, our format moving forward, is we want to release something that our regulars have never seen, and it's worth people coming to the event to meet the people that are behind the scenes. Bruce is vice president of the company, and this dude is in his car doing a Zoom with us here in Alton.
It's cool.
It's an honor, man.
Where's your cigar, Bruce?
Where's my cigar? I'm in a rent-a-car. I can't smoke a cigar right now. Or else I'll have to pay that pesky $400 fine, which I don't want to do.
That's $400, man.
Fuck yeah, dude.
This is live.
With that being said, we will see you. With that being said, Mike, 3 to 6 o'clock at your place.
Yep. So 3 to 6, 202 State Street, next to Morrison's Irish Pub, next to Poor Decisions, with I think the only slushy bar in town, bro.
What is the savory things you tagged me in? Is that inside Poor Decisions?
It is. So
okay.
So Rose Badish is renting the kitchen in the back. She's doing breakfast 7 days a week, 7 a.m. I'm so hungry because I didn't want to be full. I wanted my first cigar, like Bruce said, with a clear palate. Of course, it's the tailgate because I love this cigar. I love old cars. I love old trucks. This dude, you got to see this box he designed. It's awesome. What I love is Bruce and Karen Berger Cigars, Don Kiki Cigars are the whole reason that I'm in this industry, is because it's mom and pop. Bruce, how much machinery, when you guys are growing tobacco, how much machinery is used?
Not only do we not use any machinery, we still have oxen pulling the irrigation shovel through the middle of the tobacco fields.
That's awesome. That is so cool.
2025. Yeah.
Wow.
CJ, I was just there last month, and I'm telling you, what he's saying is no joke. The only machinery that I've seen run, besides transportation, of course, the only machinery I've seen run are the pumps that pump water out of rivers into the fields. And rather than that, I haven't seen these guys. I'm talking handmade.
Wow.
You know, when you go to a market and somebody handmade a T-shirt, meaning they screen printed it or ironed it or stuck a sticker on it, cool. They didn't make that T-shirt. These guys make every bit of this from seed to sale. It's in their hands.
Wow.
That is very rare nowadays. There's not too many people, not too many companies like Karen Berger Cigars, like Don Kiki Cigars. And there's not too many people like Bruce Bush, who, even though my humidors are full, he says, take me, put me in. We are completely vertical. And there's not I can't say that about my own brand. I'm not completely vertical. I'm not down there growing anything. I'm paying for it.
Right.
I'm buying these guys are, these people are the real deal. The real reason why cigars are as classy as they are. You know, he might say the F-bomb, but you know what? We all do.
Well, Mike,
sorry about that.
No, it's okay, Mike. Bruce and Mike, I was just kind of curious. They let you near the ox?
No, they didn't.
I didn't think you were allowed near farm animals.
Well, actually, I was at the top of. That's why I had to move to the city, man. That's why Jerseyville kicked me out. So, but we're gonna have a blast. So 3 to 6 in store. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit different because I got a lot of people that can't make the evening events. You'll be able to get the T-shirt, just not the raffle ticket. Bruce is bringing some surprise gifts. So the drawing's going to be fantastic. We'll probably do several drawings. I want you to come out and meet Bruce. I want you to see the passion in the industry, because a lot of guys work for these huge companies and they're sales reps.
Yeah.
To where Bruce is passionate. He gives up his career to start this new career. That's how rewarding this industry is.
Yeah. Well, and Mike,
absolutely.
And Mike and Bruce, before I let you go, I just one final thing. So it's 3 to 6 at AP Cigar, and then we're going to be at Max from 6 to 9 o'clock, correct?
6:30. I got to pack up and we got to walk over there.
Oh,
so 6:30 to 9:30. Drawings are at 9. what you get is you get 4 cigars, $50. Plus you get a T-shirt. If you're at Max, you get to enter in a drawing. Max, you also get a free appetizer, cheap cold beer, cheap food. That's really good. The dinner special last night was fantastic. I don't know what it is tonight. It's going to be great. I don't care. So it's a good time. And what's awesome is you get to meet 30, 40, 50 people that enjoy cigars and hang out with them, watch TV at Max, hang out with them here in the store. You know, the store is going to be a little more intimate. It's gangbusters the first hour at Max, and then everybody gets their cigar, they get their food ordered, and it's a very chill atmosphere. Walk around, talk to people smoking cigars. I guarantee there's not one person smoking a cigar that won't like to talk about cigars. That's the beauty of it. It is your gateway to conversation, to meeting people, to expanding your horizons, and that's why I'm in this business, and that's why I'm at Alton.
There you go. And Bruce, can we find out more information about your guys' brands, and how can we just learn a little bit more about your story?
Well, you can Google Karen Burger and you'll find a ton, absolute ton of videos that we've done and interviews and whatnot. We have a website, KarenBurgerCigars.com. Unfortunately, it's under construction right now because we're revamping it to make it bigger and better. But KarenBurgerCigars.com will be the place. It'll be back up here in about 2 weeks or so, probably.
Really cool. Well, thanks for stopping by. I'm glad we were able to get this one in, Mike and Bruce, and we'll see you this afternoon.
Thank you, guys.
Sounds good, man.
No problem. 9:50, a little bit of change, more Daily Show on this Thursday morning. Comes your way next.
Oh no, another bad headache? Yeah. Maybe it's time to see your doctor.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
Get paid to go sober.
We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
A mile away as I was headed out toward the door. Oh, won't you give me 3 steps, mister, give me 3 steps towards the door. Give me 3 steps, mister, and you'll never see me no more. Show me the back door.
Welcome back, Daily Show, 9:53, a little bit of change on this Thursday morning. We were just talking, we have more State of the Race coverage with Chris Bell. Candidate for Ward 5 Alderman, how are you doing today, sir?
Good, very good.
Well, and we were talking, for 18 years, you were out at Busch Stadium at this time of the year, and now that you're retired, how does it feel not to deal with Mother Nature on opening day, because it never fails?
Oh, yeah. 15 out of the 18 years, I'm pretty sure it rained. Or snowed.
That's wild to me.
Yep.
Well, and see, it's really great to have you in studio. I think we're down to, 2 candidates left, and just to have everyone on, and it's great to get everyone's kind of background and vision, and really just let's start there. Take me through a little bit of about yourself and a little bit about what you'd like Ward 5 to know about you.
Oh, well, pretty down-to-earth guy, construction work I've done. Been with the Cardinals 18 years now, work for the school district. Been living in Alton my entire life. Raised down, actually where the police station is now was where I used to live. Our house was down there. We lived on Felwich. So just pretty Alton guy, care about Alton, want to see Alton succeed. Now my views for Alton Ward 5, there's a lot because we've got some issues and some problems that I seriously, honestly feel like need to be dealt with. They've not been dealt with in a while.
Well, let's talk about some of those. What's kind of on the front of your mind whenever you're looking at these issues?
Well, I really perked up here not too long ago, considering the fact that the roads are just terrible. Our streets are bad. Our infrastructure is not great. Derelict houses, crime is up. I live next to a drug dealer on my street for 6 or 7 years, and there was just the cops were there, and just there was never nothing done about it. And I finally told my husband, I'm like, you know what, it's time for somebody to step up with a louder voice or something, somebody who's got some better negotiating skills, I guess, because as a shop steward back with the Cardinals, I have some negotiating skills a little bit. So, and I want to get some stuff done for the people in my district.
Well, and see, when you're walking the last couple of months and meeting voters and doing all of those, things that lead up to the April 1st election, what are you hearing those same concerns?
Yes. I just spoke with some residents and some voters and some taxpayers, but in all honesty, in my district, and they were talking about the derelict house next to them, that they're constantly getting drug dealers pulled out of there, not drug dealers, drug addicts pulled out of there that break in and stay the night and cause trouble. And they were actually, him and her said that they're considering moving because nothing gets done.
And did you ever think you'd run for office?
No, actually, to be completely honest with you, I never really did. I do keep up with politics and stuff, because with both of my jobs and in the construction field back in the early 2000s, you keep up with it because if things are going in the right direction, then construction work is up, people are spending money. And then, with the Cardinals, I just kept up with it because it's politics and baseball. So you keep up with what's going on in the baseball world. And then now with working for the school district, it's still politics. So,
well, and, let's say everything aligns on April 1st and you're elected Ward 5 Alderman. What would you look to accomplish in the first couple of months?
Definitely addressing the street issue. The streets are bad, but I think my biggest concern is just the derelict houses, and the crime rate is up in the district. And I want everybody to know that Ward 5 will have somebody sitting at the table that's there to negotiate and get stuff done in our ward now. I noticed that, there's been some stuff done, but throwing some asphalt in some holes and then just driving over it, that's not the way we need to get stuff done. We need to get our streets done right.
Well, and your ward's a little bit different than some others because you have a lot of terrain to cover. You've got a lot of hills, and some of them are brick streets and some of them aren't. Because you do have that construction background, have you thought about ways to kind of ease that transition, when it comes to how you would, alleviate or at least add to a conversation with the Public Works Department of what you would like to see in that ward?
Yeah, better curbs, starting out, better streets. I would love to put on the table at some point in time, we definitely need to talk to the right people to do something with the housing industry, with the homes, the neglected homes, I live 2 streets from a neglected school that's falling down. There's a burnt car in the parking lot that's been there for a few months. Wow. Yeah, and we're just getting I think Alton in general is getting ignored by the administration that's in or what's happening, and our district is definitely. And the taxpayers in my district are not happy. Well, they're not happy.
When you're growing up, you know what, and you're growing up in Alton, like you said, lifelong resident. What do you envision, Alton looking like if things were back to, I don't want to say normal, but back to a vision that you would truly want for the city?
Much better streets, better infrastructure, stronger businesses, and better look at even the school districts. Their areas need to be. We need to take care of our school districts too. I mean, like I said, I live 2 blocks from a school that used to be a school. It was a really good school. Now it's got a burnt car in the parking lot.
Right. Well, and too, I mean, you had a lot of things. In 5, I mean, I have Centerstone on the show, and twice a month, and I know that there's a lot of things that happen up there, in terms of unhoused that are kind of experiencing different things, whatever they are. Just what are your thoughts on the Centerstone and like not really Centerstone, but like the unhoused that are up in Ward 5, because that has been, I know, a topic of concern across some publications. Has that been something that you experienced too?
Yeah, I want to keep things coming into it with not a whole background of experience. I want to keep things as simple as I can to start out with, and that would and addressing some of what I've listened to residents say and the taxpayers in my district and stuff that I want to take care of. Their main concerns are like, I had a ton of people complaining about the fact that it took 4 days to get their streets plowed.
Yeah,
after the snowstorm, 4 days. 4 days. It shouldn't take 4 days for you to run through with a plow. And I think Ward 5 thinks they're getting ignored sometimes. So a more voice, somebody who's on the outside looking in for a change, sees different ideals, new, fresh ideals. I think that maybe that'll be better.
Really cool. And Chris, you have a moment to stick around?
Yeah.
Take a quick break for top of the hour. We'll come back with more of this conversation. You stay there. We'll stay here. State of the Race coverage continues next.
Oh no, another bad headache? Yeah. Maybe it's time to see your doctor.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
Get paid to go solar. We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Fish in the sea, I'm singing, follow me.
10:03, welcome back to our daily show on this Thursday morning. Back with, keep switching back to Betjar. Back with Chris Bell. He's a candidate for Ward 5 Alderman in the city of Alton. Less than a week away. We're less than a few days away. Wow, it's wild to think about. We are, after all of it, we're here now. You know.
Yep, here we are.
What have you learned along the way in this campaign?
Oh. Just the stuff that everybody talks about. I've been to a lot of the meetings and listening to a lot of the concerns of the people, and I think it's time for a broader aspect of things. Yeah. You know, you asked me earlier, you know, what, and I wanted to go into it a little bit more about what I feel like Alton should be and what I would love for it to be again. And it is the fact of just better infrastructure. Thriving businesses makes money for the city. City then spends money on its taxpayers where it's supposed to go, and that makes for happier people and nicer homes.
Yeah,
and that means the home value goes up. The direction I feel like we've been heading in is crime rates are up, derelict homes makes property value go down.
Well, and see, that's what I was going to ask you too. Are you a proponent of this idea of bringing back a true code enforcement?
Actually, I am. I don't want to make things too strong for people that stuff can't get done, but I also know that there has to be rules and there has to be guidelines of stuff, or things just get out of control.
Yeah. Well, and when you're an alder person, you have to work with everyone else, just like you've hit on earlier. And what are you planning on doing with in terms of collaboration? Potentially with a Ward 6, a Ward 2, a Ward 1, even on council and in community events.
I figure we need to get down, and if we have to, we can butt heads and negotiate and walk away from the table that's best for each ward.
Yeah.
I think the important thing is that we negotiate with each other to get to the oncoming mayor that this is what we want for all of our wards, and I will be willing to meet halfway or butt heads with whoever we have to and negotiate. I mean, that's how it's done. But at the end of the day, if we're all shaking each other's hands and we're all on good terms, then things are getting done.
Right. And have you seen a lot of engagement locally when it comes to this municipal election, this consolidated election?
No, a little bit, but not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just focus on what I would engage in. The biggest thing in would be meeting everyone and then letting everybody know what my terms are for Ward 5, and then finding out what everybody else's terms are, and then we all can work together on meeting in the middle.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to be a fair and just. I know people don't use these words anymore. Fair and just, but there's still some of us out there that want to be fair and just give us a chance to prove that.
Yeah.
I want the people in my district to be happy. Because if they're happy, their yards look good, their houses look good, property value goes up, everything is better.
Right. Well, and going forward too, I know that when we came back, you were wanting to kind of expand a little bit more on your vision of what Alton could look like.
Yes.
Let's come back to that. Let's add on to that.
Yeah. Well, it's infrastructure, it's nicer homes. People, good hard-earned taxpayers pay in good hard-earned money.
Yeah.
And it ought to go back to that. It ought to go back to making stuff around their homes look good. Their roads, their sidewalks, their schools. And I feel like that's important. That's important. And I would like to say that the people in my ward that are unhappy, the best way to get it out is get out to your voting place and vote.
Yeah.
Speak your word. Your word matters. Your tax dollars are paid in. Your word matters way more than you think it does.
And see, you're 100% right on that. I mean, we got to get more local engagement, and
Yes.
we got to get people to vote. And they want to vote nationally or vote by social media, and that
Yes.
doesn't happen. You got to go to the ballot box. And going forward, how do you plan on connecting with Ward 5 residents if you're in office?
I will still get out and find out what people want. I will still get out to every meeting and listen to what other wards are saying and what my ward is saying. And like I said, I feel like I feel like every alderman and the mayor and all the city people need to get together, and then we need to go, okay, something's not going right.
Right.
Something's not going right. We just need to reel it in a little bit and find out what we need to correct. It's not hard to get off the path.
Right.
It's a little harder to get back on it. So we need some people that can get us back on it.
Well, and before I let you go, it's, we've already talked for 20 minutes or so. I told you it'd go just fine for you. Fill us in on your closing message. What's your thought, just for the voters here? We're 4 days out from April the 1st. What's that final closing statement for the opportunity to have a Ward 5 Alderman as Chris Bell?
Well, being an Alton person all my entire life, I can guarantee you I won't give up on negotiating and putting every need of Ward 5 first.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will meet and help out with everybody else after that. But Ward 5 will be my first priority. Everything, like I said, all the way to the fact of all the derelict homes, the bad streets. We were driving up here and I was just peeking around the streets as, just trying to get my head clear and stuff coming in.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking at the roads. They're bad in every ward.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to figure out, how to make everybody happy.
Really cool.
Especially all the taxpayers, because they're the important people.
Yeah.
And and at the end of the day, I won't give up on Ward 5 no matter what. I've lived in Ward 5 for 20 years. Been in Alton the rest of my life, but I've lived in Ward 5 and been in my house for 20 years. And I want my house and my roads and everything to look good, so I want everybody else's too.
Absolutely. Well, Chris, thanks so much for stopping by, and best of luck in the campaign, and best of luck on Tuesday.
I appreciate you having me.
We'll take a quick break. More conversations at 10:10. Come around the corner next on Heart of the 618.
Oh no, another bad headache? Yeah. Maybe it's time to see your doctor.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
Get paid to go solar.
We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
I want to be sedated. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. I want to be sedated.
Welcome back, Daily Show 1012, a little bit of change. Ivy Hall now open in Edwardsville. Bree joins us. Why does it keep doing that? There we go. Ivy Hall now open in Edwardsville. Bree is the Director of Experience with Ivy Hall. And how are things going on this rainy, kind of crappy Thursday?
So good. We're so excited to be open. A little rain doesn't stop the sunshine, you know?
I like it. There you go. That's the positivity of an Ivy Hall.
Yes.
So fill me in on Ivy Hall as a brand.
Yeah, so Edwardsville's our 10th location.
Wow.
Our first one opened up in Chicago in November of 2022. So we're capped out. This is all of our dispensaries, but really excited to be here. We are a social equity dispensary, the first in Illinois, so we're very proud of that. We're very involved in our community, and the experience is the only thing that sets us apart from the other dispensaries. So that's our big focus.
What is a just because I'm new to the term and all that? What's the social
social equity? So that means that the ownership team won that license based on either being impacted by the war on drugs.
Gotcha.
Was a minority, a veteran, and so our owners are minorities, veterans, and people that were
really
affected.
cool. Well, and from what I've gathered, just from looking a little bit more about the brand and seeing some of the store and all, it's really about this experience.
Yes.
And I remember when cannabis first got legalized, and it was like we were on the military bus, and I felt like it was like my cousin Vinny every time he got thrown back in jail.
It's like white walls, so sterile. Don't touch anything. Get in, get out. It was terrible.
It was.
And now we have neons that are over that say come and stay a while. We want to be different. So, but yeah, it was very sterile, turn and burn, and we don't want to do that.
Well, and see, you guys really do a great job of really inviting people in, and really just from all the locations, if you go to the website, you kind of just take a little gander at them, and everything really is kind of vibrant. It's fresh. It's almost like a boutique in a way.
Yes, exactly. We actually say that it's like a concierge boutique style.
Really?
So our bud tenders are very in depth with each customer, to the needs of them. Where a lot of the times you walk in and it's like, here's the kiosk, touch that. We're gonna give you that whole concierge service from start to finish.
And take me through some of the cultivators you have and some of your reps and vendors.
Yeah. So Arise, Ascend, we've got Cresco, GTI, we've got Nature's Grace. We're pretty competitive with all of the local dispensaries. Coming soon, you'll see a couple extra newer brands that are popping up, but stay tuned a couple weeks from now.
What do you think sets you apart in your inventory, when it comes to, maybe a topical side or even, a tincture or a resin or something that maybe other dispensaries don't have?
Specifically, the newest one that we just got the other day is called Ooh Yes. We got it because this is a college town, but the Ooh Yes is going to be like a sexual type of cannabis. So there's going to be a couple extra ingredients and fun things that you're able to try. But I think that one is one I have not seen around here. Yeah. I have noticed that there's a lot of concentrate smokers in this area versus the other 9 that we have.
Really?
We were very surprised at how many concentrates were being ordered on grand opening day. Yeah.
See,
we turned burning through them.
That's so fascinating to me. And now concentrates are different than disposables, correct?
Correct. Concentrates are like dabs.
Yeah.
Everybody says dabs. Yeah.
So where do you normally just see a lot of disposables and flour at the other locations?
Yeah, flour, number 1, edibles, number 2, and then vapes and carts are number 3, usually. So for concentrates, I mean, because they're so expensive. And then also in Illinois, the higher the THC, the higher the tax. So concentrates are taxed very, very high.
Do you know why I couldn't do it? I know it's changed, but you cannot trust me with a blowtorch.
Yeah, I know. No, literally say a nail. I'm like, I have to burn this nail.
I still have a nail imprint in my forearm
my gosh.
from years ago.
Oh no.
When I was like 17 years old.
Yeah, stay away from that.
No, but hey, hats off to them, and you guys have the inventory to keep them going.
Of course, yeah.
Well, and what's your guys' thoughts just on being in Edwardsville? What was the decision to be here?
Actually, Edwardsville was it's a college town. It's not as saturated out here as it is in the Chicago market. We've got a really good location, and so that really was what it was. It's just we're farther away from the rest of the saturation in Chicago.
Wow. What are your thoughts so far, just on the area?
Oh my gosh, I'm so pleasantly surprised. Not being from around here and seeing the location. If you don't take a drive a couple minutes up the road, you think you're in the middle of nowhere, but you're not. We're right downtown Edwardsville, I believe. Still getting the lay of the land, but we're getting a lot of people that are like, you're so much closer than this dispensary that I used to go to. So I think we're capitalizing right on that nice little corner from 2 towns.
Well, and take me through. Do you guys have like a customer reward system already?
Of course, yes. It's called the Charter Club. If you sign up today, you get 25% off your first purchase. We're stacking the discount. Normally, we would cap that at 35. Through Saturday, you get to stack all your discounts. So come through before Saturday. 25% off your first purchase, 20 off your second. You get a point for every $1 spent. once you hit platinum, you get a 1.5 points. And so there's more perks, but that's the biggest gist.
Well, and with that too, do you guys have like everyday deals or things like
Of
that?
course, yes. We also have at Edwardsville location only, we do a 30% med and student discount as well,
Wow.
where the other dispensaries are not so much, but we wanted to be competitive, and we know this is a college town. So yes, there are tons of perks, and those we always have something on sale, and you can check out the website before you get to the store just to make sure that what you're looking for is on sale.
Well, and that's good for, the students to know too, because I mean, and this is why I like talking to dispensaries so much, because you never know what are in street carts anymore and all that. So if you can know a dispensary is going to have a good deal for you where you can get in and out with, $30 and call it a day, like hell, take that and run. It's safe,
Yeah. And we have student, teacher, vet, police,
talk show host, I heard.
Yeah. You know what? For you, anything, my friend. For you, of course. But we have a discount for almost everybody. We call it the wisdom discount, not the senior discount. So we'll make sure to build that profile when you come in store and get you hooked up.
So how was your grand opening?
It was so good. We had a line of 53 people before we even opened. We had Dippity Donuts, and they're so cute. It was really good, and we were welcomed very nicely by the community.
And then what are your hours again?
So 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Friday and Saturday we close at 10, and then Sunday we're 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Really cool. And going forward, what's the next couple of weeks looking like, next couple of months looking like for Ivy Hall?
Yes. So we're still hiring a couple of bud tenders part-time. If there's anybody interested, they can send their resumes to Brianna at ivyhall.co. So just getting the team trained up and making sure that we're fully staffed, because it's almost 420.
That
what is
very
the next
true.
couple
We are
weeks.
less than a month away.
420, yeah. So stay tuned. There's going to be some really fun things for that day.
Well, okay, let me ask you this. So what is your preferred method of cannabis? Are you
I'm a flower
person?
smoker. I smoke
Really?
blunts, yeah. And the 93 Boy Rellos are my favorite thing if I'm going to get something pre-rolled.
Good for you. See, I'm a dog walker person.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
love dog walker because of the message.
Yeah.
But I need a little more punch. So
do you? See, I'll do the Galactic Ganja pre-roll too. Like I'll do the Moonwalker or whatever.
The Moonwalkers are great.
Yeah.
Yep, love those.
And
if
then-
you like the Moonwalkers, try the Rellos.
Really? Mm-hmm. Perfect. And then we do like the arrows. I like their new disposables too, even though I like the buzzer. I like the
the
haptic.
little vibrate.
Yeah.
We actually don't sell the Aero Pro at this location as of right now. If there's a need for it or demand, then potentially we could bring
honestly,
it in.
Revolution has really great carts too. I mean,
the Terp tanks, the Gorilla Cheese, they're 25% off this week.
So going forward, really, I mean, when are your hours, just so we can get to see you?
Yeah, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Thursday. Friday, Saturday, we close at 10. And then Sunday, we are 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
And then if you refer friends, you get $15 off.
Yes, yeah. Go to the website, follow the link. Every time that they use your link, you get $15 off, and they get 15 off as well.
Really, really cool. And now going forward, 25% off your first order. You can get. You guys are really like just treating everybody, aren't you?
Trying to, we're trying to improve people's lives through cannabis.
There you go. Now, have you always been in the industry? Like, is this new to you?
No, I've been in the industry for 4.5, almost 5 years.
Really cool. And
started off at a medical dispensary.
What have you seen just in the last couple of years with the nuances and the changes? Just because I find that
fascinating. Just the oversaturation,
Yeah.
I think, is the biggest thing. And trying to, be creative and stand out from the rest, because in Illinois, we all sell the same weed. But it's just the experience that sets you apart. So I think that's it, is just trying to combat the oversaturation as they continue to pop up.
Well, and let's talk about that experience too. What's it look like if I come in there, and want to place an order?
Yeah, so we definitely welcome the walk-ins. You're gonna be met with the receptionist in the beginning. They're gonna ask for your ID, sign you up for that charter club. Then you're gonna be, gestured over to the bud tender who's gonna place your order for you. If you don't want any help, that is totally fine. We're gonna leave you alone. But if you do, we'll spend as much time with you as possible. And then you're just gonna check out. So it could be as fast or as slow as the customer wants.
That's so cool. Well, and honestly, Brie, thank you so much for stopping by and filling us on the grand opening.
Yeah.
And really, just get on over there. Where are you guys located at?
We're 6197 Old Alton, Edwardsville Road.
Gotcha.
In Edwardsville. Yeah.
Really cool. Well, best of luck with everything. Go earn your platinum points.
Yes.
I'm
gonna go get a Rello.
And enjoy the rest of your day and have an elevated one.
Thank you
too.
so much.
We'll take a quick break. 10:22. More Daily Show with Magic next.
Oh no, another bad headache? Yeah. Maybe it's time to see your doctor.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
Get paid to go solar. We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh-made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
With my best old ex-friend Ray. Gosh, she said she knew well and sometimes hated. But isn't that the way they say it goes? Well, let's forget all that and give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell him.
Hey, welcome back to our daily show, 1025, a little bit of change. In the studio with John Johnson, back on the show, and Professor Longhair. Is it one word or two?
Two.
Oh, I got it all right today. How about that? So you guys are going to be at the mill on April the 12th.
That is correct, yes.
This is cool. I've never been up there. What's it look like?
It's a great city-owned venue in Granite City. You walk in and they have a bar and lobby area, and during warm weather they have some of the garage type doors. They roll up. They have a nice outdoor seating area too, and they have a great showroom set up in there. I mean, a nice raised stage, great lighting. The sight lines are fantastic, and the people around it are just they're just a real peach to work with.
Really, really cool.
Really nice VIP section in the back that's raised up, so you can get VIP tickets and get a straight view over the audience, so it's very cool.
How long have you guys been doing shows? Quite a bit together?
Oh, I guess it's been a couple of years now. Years, but the interesting part of this is we went to the same college 40 years ago. Yeah, Blackburn up in Carlinville.
That's awesome. And then how'd you guys reconnect?
We started drinking a few beers together. Nothing good ever comes of that usually, but this time it worked out well for us. And I had mentioned to John that we have another friend from the Alton area named Louis LaFicus, and he's also a magician from Blackburn. Yes. And I said, we need to get the 3 magicians from Blackburn to perform at Bothwell at Blackburn
That
College.
would be cool.
Yeah, to theater. And we did. But that's what's brought us back together is when I met John at some get-togethers, I thought, why don't we try this out? And it went
great. We've done several shows the last years too.
This is cool.
Yeah, it also helped out quite a bit that I wasn't spending most of the year on the road touring.
Right, because you're normally gone a lot of the time.
Yeah, that's how I'd spend really most of my life out on the road and out of town and stuff. And then, maybe a little more than a few years now, I kind of retired from being on the road all the time. And here we are, and just really loving doing shows in the areas. And by the way, the show at the Mill is not the only thing that we both have up our sleeves.
Are you at Boston or Bossa Nova?
Yeah, on Tuesday nights now, starting at about 7:30 each night, I'm in there doing close-up magic.
That's what I thought. Yeah. I
So-
pay attention.
Yeah, I know. That's your credit, because not everyone does. I mean, sometimes I don't even pay attention. Half the time, I don't even know where I'm at. So.
I don't even know who I am, John.
We'll remind you.
CJ.
The last time that happened, I freaked myself out, John. Now, are you performing local too?
I cover the White City, Litchfield, Mount Olive, Hillsborough area, and down the other direction, Springfield, Illinois. But I performed upstairs a couple of times.
Yeah, he's been here before performing.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Recognized the stage when I walked in. So I worked at the Treehouse Wildlife Center, a couple other places in the Alton area, the Wildlife Center that overlooks the river. I did some work there. And so I worked the area a little bit down this way, but it's exciting to get over here. I haven't been as much as I'd like to, so I found this local yokel, and we're hitting Alton now.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, Sunday I'll be down at Flock.
Oh, cool!
In the later in the afternoon, going to do a stand-up show, and also be doing a lot of balloons for kids, because not only are we magicians, we also have other variety stuff that we offer, like puppetry and balloons, and I do escapes, and so all sorts of stuff.
Wow, that's cool, man. And see, I just think it's great. And now, is that what you meant with other tricks up your sleeve too?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just making sure I got all your dates out, because this is awesome. I mean, you put on a hell of a show. You were out at the Breakfast with Santa event.
Yes,
and that was a lot of fun. You were kicking ass and taking names out there.
well, thank you. Yeah.
I mean, that kid really thought that your hand was gone. And that kid was me.
Well, it's there.
So, what's this show going to look like with you two? How does the kind of the structure of this look?
Well, we've done several shows, and they often have a kind of are geared towards whatever the audience is. But generally, we did an outdoor show in 100-degree heat, and he did a set. We took a break. I did a set, and we kept our audience the whole 2 hours.
2 hours in one of the hottest and most humid days of the year, and that was up in Nokomis, Illinois.
Oh,
at which we're going to be at again this year, and I believe that's July.
Yeah.
Now specifically about the Mill event, that we're going to be working with a lot of great magicians there.
Okay.
There's a local magician. He grew up in St. Louis. He lives in Wood River. His name is Steve Zelke, and he will be the MC and performing. Does a real nice act. Another guy, he's out of the Collinsville area. His name is Columbus Smith, and once again, he does kind of a fine vintage turn as a magician, as does Professor Enigmata.
Say that one for you.
Yeah, I know. I think he does more mind reading and things like that. That's his mental magic. So
see, that freaks me out, because I have a weak mind. I would fall to a hypnosis so fast. I never volunteered, because I knew that I'd be the guy up there dancing around and looking like a fool.
Yeah, when it comes
Good to know.
Yeah.
Come to our shows.
Yeah, wait, okay.
And this is the part where I get hypnotized on my own show and cancel myself.
No, we don't want that.
No, but I just think it's cool that, man, you guys are performing around here locally, and Alton needs more of this type of stuff, and the Riverbend does too, because we have a lot of really cool bands and really great singers and things like that, but not a lot of actual performers, and I really want to see more of it. I've kind of got a need for it. It's like, instead of cowbell, it's magic.
Yeah, well, you're not going to have an argument from us.
Well, so one of my goals is I have 3 grandsons between ages of 6 and 11, and they do a lot of time on their electronics, which is fine. That's their gig. But it's great for kids that age to have live entertainment as an alternative.
Yeah.
And
they need it because you got to get out and experience real life here, and it's like, it's great to laugh on your phone, but go get around a group of people and be amazed for a couple of minutes, and just be entertained.
And I'm even teaching magic for Kaskaskia College and the MAC Art Center in Staunton, Illinois.
They have a good thing up there. Have you been up there to the MAC Center?
I have not.
Oh man,
I look
it's
forward
nice.
to it. And that's something where we are looking to expand because during the course of my career, a lot of times I would work in schools and do like theme shows like Magic of Science and things like that. And I'd also do workshops to help teach the kids about that. And so that's something we want to expand in this area.
That's so cool.
Having magic, like kind of magic classes and stuff for the kids so they can have some fun with that. And then the culmination of the classes, usually multiple day classes, the kids put on a show.
That is incredible.
For their friends, family, we have them all geared up and ready to perform.
Yeah.
Kind of a magic camp, more or less.
How do people reach out to you guys to set that? That would be really cool.
Well, as a matter of fact, I have
See, and he said he wasn't a mind reader.
Yeah, funny you mentioned that.
Get ready, the hypnosis is starting.
No, see, well, we have a website.
Yeah.
It's called magicalmayhemshow.com. We're on that, and both our phone numbers are here on the card. There you go,
Thank
CJ.
you. I will link that in the article.
And so it's great because what we talked about, we feel like that we've had a lot to offer. So both for adults, kids, and then family audiences too.
Right.
For example, we sold out, was it 2 shows? At the theater in Hillsborough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
that
was
matinee.
Yeah, one was a matinee. That was a family show.
Wow.
Okay. We're going to be in talks with Old Bakery. I've performed at a special event before, but we're talking about bringing the show in there and having an event there with our show at Old Bakery. And also in the Owls Club, too. We might be doing something for the Owls Club also.
The more you can do that stuff and just get out there, because I really think, that's really, if someone asks me, CJ, what's the entertainment district missing, it's this type of entertainment. And just more of it, because we have some really cool people. And it's like, I just want to see them all on display all the time so I can walk back and forth every night and see who's performing. Like, we could have such a cool old-style Vegas vibe if we wanted to. Like, everyone kind of has their own little performance night, and we know when to go sit there at 4 in the morning or 2 whenever I'm kind of a little bit later in the night and seeing John up there, on a residency. We're going to get to that point.
Yeah, and it's great. I really appreciate Russ Smith there at Bossa Nova. That's I can go in there on the Tuesday nights and have fun.
Yeah, it's so cool. To have you guys really together on this too is really unique too, because I'm sure it's a lot easier when you have, well, not easier, but it gives you a chance to rest a little bit and focus a little bit more, because when you're by yourself, I'm sure the one-man band's fun until it's our, whatever.
And I did a lot of years of that all over the country.
Well, and another cool aspect of this is John and I do different kinds of magic and presentation. The contrast is pretty cool, actually, because I do an old-time medicine show act as part of my thing. So it's a replicate of what an actual medicine show would have been in the 1870s.
Is there cocaine in that?
Oh, yeah.
and mercury and morphine and
alcohol.
You got
only in the colas.
Yeah, you got a toothache. Well, here's
But they never came back to the same town twice.
I bet.
You go once, you sell it, and you're gone. Actually, I performed at the Blue Strawberry that show in St. Louis.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and he performed. That's how I got hooked up to do that. But Abraham Lincoln Museum, and so I do the old time magic as well. And he's done it, so that's an option as well.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's super cool. Yeah. It's crazy where you can go with your talents. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy to think of all, traveling for all those years, John, and then coming back here, and then with both of you having this kind of development where, that's to be booked locally and stuff. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, and a friend of mine put on a music festival, and he said, "Hey, you think you can come down and up on stage while the bands are switching out and do magic, so we keep things rolling?" I said, yeah, that'd be great. And I was very happy because at first people were like, what's a music festival? Yeah, what's going on here? What magic? And then, but after I got on a little bit, and then they were like, oh, this is great, man. We never see anything like this in a music festival. This is wonderful. So it worked out real well, and I had fun. And luckily, and fortunately, everyone watching did too. So
well, good.
I was happy about that.
You guys got a moment to stick around?
Sure.
We'll take a quick break. 10:37. I forgot to tell time for a second, but that's okay. I do get paid to do this job. We'll come back on this Thursday morning next.
Have a rash, pink eye, or urinary tract infection and need care now? OSF On-Call Urgent Care is here to treat you. Start a virtual visit 24/7, whenever and wherever you need it. It's just that easy. osfoncall.org/virtual visit.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank. The local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
I set the thermostat so my house would be warm when I got home from work, but the kitchen is still cool.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we stand behind every Linux system we sell.
My dealer said he'd take care of everything.
At Barrett Heating and Cooling, we understand everyone wants prompt, professional service.
Turns out it wasn't my furnace after all, just a little something blocking the vent.
Pretty smart dog if you ask me. For service you can count on, call Barrett Heating and Cooling.
Lennox. Innovation never felt so good.
Brant Walker knows how to get results for Alton because he's done it. As Mayor Brant froze the property tax levy and balanced the budget, his economic development policy stimulated $116 million in private capital investment. Community policing and increased resources for public safety led to a decrease in crime. And under Brant Walker's leadership, Alton secured more than $10 million in extra grant funds for infrastructure and park improvements. Move Alton forward with Brant Walker.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Thank you. Good return music today. I'm feeling it, I am feeling it. Opening day.
Oh yeah, my sister works over there. She's
Really?
at Stadium as an usher.
I used to have Luis call in twice a week for the Cardinals and tell us how they're doing. Until they fire John Mozeliak, I don't care. I am protesting the season until John Mozeliak's gone and my life's better. But that's another point that I'm going to end the show on. So just stay tuned.
Bring in Fred.
I am excited for opening day though. Going to watch the game and have some fun and utilize my products from Village Dispensary. But with that, thank you. With that being said. Back to this. So April the 12th, what time do the doors open?
6 o'clock. No. Yeah, 7 o'clock, doors open. And then show begins at 8.
Yeah.
And so, and then also performing in October, trying to think where that one is. In the area, I'll have to double check, but there will be ads out, and we'll put something online.
Also at the mill? Is that one at the mill also? Is that also?
Nope, that one's in a different venue locally, but I'll have to think of that. It's called, the troupe is called World's or Midwest Greatest Magic.
Yeah.
And that's the gentleman he was mentioning. So
Yeah, that's what we're doing on the 12th. Oh, and we're going to be back at the St. Louis Fringe Fest again this year.
That's a cool thing.
Yeah, we got it was. I tell you what, we were flattered as all
They
get
were
out.
on the show, actually. I think they called in.
Yeah, we were so flattered because after we finished our last show, the head people all came in and see what he said, and they said, "Hey, we need you guys to be invited artists next year, and then we're going to really kind of promote it up and stuff."
Wow.
We're like, "Whoa, well, this is great,
That's
thank you."
cool.
You know, so it kind of blew us away.
Yeah.
We're like, "Oh, great, thank you."
I love that, man. That's cool as hell. It takes a lot of work, man. And the thing is, it's being especially with what you guys are doing, like with pro wrestling, I could have a bad day and be an asshole and no one would know because I could I'm the bad guy anyway. And if you mess up a move, you mess up a move. But some of the stuff that you guys do, I mean, especially if you get really into the act there, you could get hurt, or you got to be focused,
Yeah, I almost literally died once on stage doing a straitjacket escape in a comedy club.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Wow.
I was up there. It was my finale.
I'm not laughing. I'm sorry. I didn't know how to respond to that.
I got the strap got wrapped around my neck and my air was getting cut off and I couldn't get out and I started to panic. Yeah. And I thought and everybody was thinking it's part of the act. And I thought to myself, I have to stop panicking or else I am going to drop dead here on stage and everybody's going to be, yay! Oh, wait a minute. He really died. So luckily I was able to calm down and extricate myself from the straitjacket.
That's what I just...
And I'm foolish enough to still do straitjacket escapes.
That's what I want to hear. Attaboy.
Didn't slow him down.
No, it just sped him up. That's all it did. It made him even more hungry. But with that being said, too, I think it just really shows how you really have to be on. I mean, even as a performer and all that, anywhere you go, you just, especially with what you're doing. Now, Fringe Fest, is that what fest is that? Is that like all the fringe and all, like, not being funny, but like
it's over in St. Louis and it's multiple venues pretty much around the Grand Center area, and there's a lot of plays.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I was losing my mind thinking about this for a second. Like, as I was talking to you, all I could think about was, what the hell was the Fringe Fest? I knew what it was and talked about it, but that's huge.
And I think it all started in Edinburgh, Scotland, with a Fringe Festival there, which they still have, and they're kind of have eventually sprouted up all around the world, in larger cities. They have the Fringe Festivals, and it's a celebration of performing arts, and primarily theater, and now a little more variety here in St. Louis with us doing the family-friendly magic show.
Well, and see, that's got to be fun, too, to have the family-friendly side of things, because, because there's not a lot of family-friendly opportunities, really, for performing arts around a lot of the times. It's kind of bands or it's more adult kind of centered stuff or just too kid-centered, really child-centered stuff, which is fine too, but not really a mix.
Yeah, and that's kind of our gig, is to entertain adults equally, with the kids.
Right.
It's a good blend because they have a good time. We make sure to bring the adults in as well as the kids. But adults don't want to get on stage necessarily and volunteer.
No.
Kids are like, bring it. They'll pop right up on stage and then they'll help entertain, because one of my things I enjoy about magic is the kids do a lot of the entertaining. Yeah. When they're up there, they'll say anything. They're hilarious. And the crowd loves it.
Well, and that's you're really right. The kids really do enjoy it and get into it.
No inhibitions.
Yeah. That's a big thing too. You're right. They just want to have fun.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Not self-conscious or...
Story of my life. I just want to have fun. Okay.
You and me both. Oh, man. We are now officially in a weather impact day, folks.
Woo.
Channel 5 threw it out there. We're in a weather impact day. Oh, man.
Well, thank goodness we have our hats on.
Gosh, opening day every year. Yeah. Every year on opening day it rains. But how long are your sets at the mill?
At the mill, well, what we're doing is something a little special. I'm kind of doing a cameo appearance during the professor's set on this. So I don't know what they have you scheduled as far as your show.
I'm half an hour. I open it. We have Steve Zelke, who he mentioned earlier. Is that correct?
Yeah, Steve Zelke.
And he will MC and open it up. Then I come on, and then the other gentlemen follow up. So I have half an hour. John's gonna do 10-minute step in and segue in, it's going to be really cool.
That's awesome.
So I'm horning in on his act.
I'm glad you clarified, John.
Gave me that 10-minute break.
Cut!
We'll be right back. I love Dr. Phil. Do you have a trick for me?
I do, sir.
Oh, I've been ready for this. Sorry, I've been looking at this rope.
Yeah.
So this rope...
Throw me a rope, John. Come on.
Yeah. So the cool thing is this is not a magic trick. You are the magic trick. So,
I've heard that before.
Yeah, I bet you have.
Another story, huh?
Yeah, another one.
So if you just put your hands out, I can't do this without you.
Okay.
So I need you. This is where I get them. I can do whatever I want. Close your eyes. Okay, he fell for it.
Yeah, we're making faces at you now, CJ.
And he's speaking. Now, I want you to hold that end of the rope. And I want you to think in your mind, this is just a standard rope hanging around. I want you to be straight as an arrow. So think in your mind, straight as an arrow, and let go of the rope. Keep your hand out. Oh. Okay, let go. Open your eyes. That was you, sir.
I don't like that.
CJ.
I had nothing to do with it. That was you.
Can I make the joke?
The magic touch. Anyway, yes.
You make the joke.
What happens if that's more than 4 hours?
It doesn't work for everybody, folks.
Call your doctor. That's the recommendation.
Oh, sorry. I was right. Thank you very much. That was a great joke. What is that over there?
Oh, I brought you a gift. So we believe in payola. So here's $1 million
Thank you.
for you.
What is this? We get more. What are these?
This is a weapon.
Yes, those are nunchucks.
Well, they look like nunchucks on a chain, but actually this is a garrote.
Oh my God! There you go.
So a garrote, for anyone that doesn't know, it could be a piece of rope, wire, chain to sneak up behind someone, throw it around their neck, and choke them.
The famous Godfather scene.
Until dead.
That's right.
So hopefully no dead today.
Okay.
Huh? But this is going to be wrapped around the neck.
Okay.
No, I tell you what. No, just to be safe. Just to be safe.
I was in.
Around my neck.
Okay.
Around my neck, since I'm right here. Okay?
My audience really could have seen me die.
So, CJ, go ahead and check this out, though. Go ahead and check it out, though. Because people always think
this is real.
Magicians are tricky and they're using fakery and stuff. I mean, we cheat, but
yeah,
that's to be expected.
You're trying.
Because we all know it's a trick, or is it an illusion, or is it?
I don't know, but that is real.
Okay, so let's see. Here we go. Looks about even. Tell you what, just to be on the safe side here.
Okay.
I'm going to try and. There we go. I got a hair tie. Well, I'm going to tie my hair up like I'm up in martial arts class.
Have you ever seen Elvis do martial arts, his movie?
No.
When he was high on drugs and decided to be like Kung Fu Master, and he was just walking around kicking with his boots in the air?
No, I did not see that.
All right. Okay. Here we go. Well, yeah, I mean, he'd do that stuff on stage. He'd go into all this stuff. So here we go. All right.
I'm excited.
So around my neck. Oops, come on. All the way around. Here we go. Cross over and back. There we go. That's one. Now, another knot in front. Just like that. Now, CJ, I don't know if you can see, but it's kind of biting into the skin of my neck.
It really is. I'm seeing it.
Do you see that? Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Now watch carefully as it goes all the way through my neck, and hopefully my head won't pop off and roll across the desk to you.
Oh, my God.
Here we go. Are you ready?
No.
Okay, well, we're going to do it anyway right now. Ow! Woo! That's crazy.
Cool. I like that one.
Oh, my
Good
gosh.
job, John. That's good. Woo! Hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well
That's
done.
a winner.
And his head's still attached. I think.
Wait. Oh.
I love
the,
that.
The knot out of there. Yeah. See, now the thing about magic, a lot of people are not that experienced with magic or even viewing magic. They automatically think that magic is just for kids, okay? And that's not the case. Magic is enjoyed by everybody. Everybody.
This is so cool. You got something else for me?
If you want to, but we don't have to.
I'm in.
Okay, is this on camera?
No, you have to hold it in the air just to let them know.
I will try.
Just to let them know.
No.
We have a Rubik's Cube.
Yes.
Do you have a cell phone? Put a completed Rubik's Cube on your screen, please. Just Google it. And we're going to, I want to demonstrate to you that magic is now getting very technological. Unlike this rope, which is just all you. This is technology. So I have a non-completed Rubik's Cube. And your job is to just move it around the sides of this box.
The phone?
The phone?
Yeah, the phone.
Okay.
Get the image on all sides.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now, this is full of circuits and other things that kind of hold this connected to your phone. So if I do it right.
No freaking way! That's so cool!
All right.
That's good. I like that.
The professor.
That is so cool. Oh my God. Good job. That's incredible.
Good job to you. You got it.
Hey,
Use your phone.
TJ, good job, buddy.
Let's hear it for Samsung or whoever.
I want to thank
I
Tim
think that's
Apple.
iPhone. Yes,
Tim
yeah.
With that,
Thank you, Mr. Apple.
with that being said, how much are tickets and when can we get them?
$20 general admission, $25 VIP. You can order at the mill. There's a website.
Millevents.com, I believe it is.
It is. And we'll link it in a write-up on RiverBender.com.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you very much.
Man, that's great. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Oh, our pleasure.
Thanks for having us.
No problem. We'll take a quick break, and we'll link everything to promote the events and get you guys out there. We'll stay, or I'll stay here. You can stay there on Roku TV and RiverBender.com.
Hang around.
Get access to care for anyone, anywhere, at any time. No appointments, no waiting rooms, no traveling. OSF on call.
Village Dispensary has the best deals in Godfrey, Illinois, with specials 5 days a week. Mondays roll in the week with 20 to 30% off select pre-rolls. Tasty Tuesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select edibles. Waxy Wednesdays, enjoy 20 to 30% off select concentrate and vape brands. Thirsty Thursdays, sip and save with 20 to 30% off all drinks. Flower Friday, grab like 3.5 gram flower deals starting at just $20. Village Dispensary, come meet your best buds.
Picture This and More has been a trusted name in the Alton community for more than 30 years, with the last 3 being right here on Broadway. We specialize in quality framing at affordable prices. We also feature works by local artists because we're proud of our community. If you have valued treasures to display and preserve, we're sure to have the perfect fit with our large selection of custom framing and display options. Whatever color, shape, or size, Picture This and More has the look you need. Stop by today and let us help you with your next project.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Said you're so good. They couldn't see, they just didn't understand. And looking in the mirror, they were fools of either hand. You shine a little light on my life. You shine a little light on my life. You shine a little light on my life. And let me see.
Welcome back. Daily Show, wrapping it up. Oh, man, I'm out of time. Okay. Hey, see you tomorrow, 10:59. It's opening day. I hope. We'll watch this game. See, that's why I'm glad I'm staying home today. You know, I get opening day on, I hope, the TV. I don't know what game the Cardinals game's on. I'll see you tomorrow. Busy show. Join me then. Until tomorrow, try your best to stay out of jail.